we're going to take a look at sets, and this set happens to have a Venn diagram, which is this little set of overlapping circles down here inside the box. So let's take a look and let's see what we have going on based upon our graphic, because that's always where we want to start. So we've got jazz band, and remember that jazz band is going to be represented by this whole entire circle underneath it. We also have marching band, and marching band is going to be represented by this whole entire circle underneath it. Now I want to point out that our two circles overlap. That's what makes this a Venn diagram. And this overlap, this part right here, is going to relate to both jazz band and marching band at the same time. So the number or the quantity inside this overlap space is part of both of these circles. Now, another piece of information that we have here is this 30. This 30 means it's a number in my set, but it doesn't relate to jazz band and it doesn't relate to marching band. So we might need that information as well. We also have our 35 that is currently in our circle for jazz band, and our 7, let's go ahead and let's keep that in the same color for you guys. We have our 75 for our marching band. Now I'm ready to tackle my question. Let's analyze our data. There are 200 students that are taking a band class at school. Okay, doesn't help me as of yet. Let's see what happens next. It says there are 95 students that participate in jazz band. Okay, so that's my green circle, but my green circle is only showing 35 right now. Let's keep going. 135 students participate in marching band. That's my purple circle. It's got a 75 in it right now. The Venn diagram below shows the intersection. So the intersection is the part that they have in common. That's good vocabulary to know. That could also be written like this. So it could be jazz band intersection with marching band. We have to be ready for that symbol. The same way we need to be ready for it to be displayed in our diagram, as well as in word form in our question. Now here's my task. How many students participate in both jazz band and marching band? So let's start with what we know about jazz band. So jazz band has a total of 95. Now this 35, because it's not inside my overlap or that light blue part that is also attached to the purple, says that there are 35 in jazz band only. So this 35 is my jazz band only. So if I subtract my 35, that's telling me that I have 60 that are going to have to fall into this portion, because my 35 in jazz band only, my 60 that do both jazz band and marching band is going to have to equal that 95. So I really like answer choice C right now, but I want to check that with my next statement when I have time to do so. If time is a crunch, I need to choose answer choice C and move on. But let me go ahead and take a quick moment to show you why that's correct. I also know that this 75 here is again my marching band only based upon the way Venn diagrams are used. My question tells me that I have 135 students in marching band. If 75 of them are taking marching band as their only band class, that is indeed going to leave me a total of 60 that fall into play in this part as well. So I got my 60, whether I approached it from my jazz band perspective or I approached it from my marching band perspective. So that 30 outside didn't come into play at all. But I do want to point out, people, if I were to add all of these numbers together, and what I mean here with that is I want to take a look at my 35, my 60, my 75, and my 30 outside. If I add all of those up, it will indeed give me the 200 that this did reference. So they could twist the question up for you in a slightly different format, some other way, but we need to make sure we're ready to handle all of these components. Identify that overlap when you're looking for your intersection. See you soon.